Hello and welcome back to a chip off the old block toys. I'm Jeff. Today we're going to start a set that is very nostalgic for me, and that's because as a kid I read the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and they called this set Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and I've seen the movie with Gene Wilder in it. I know they made a later version with Johnny Depp. I only saw parts of it because Mrs. Chip watched it, but I did not watch the whole thing. But speaking of that, this is one of Mrs. Chip's favorite stories, which is why I bought this one. So this one has 2,025 pieces and 9 minifigures. And, well, I've laid out some pieces, so let's go ahead and let's switch cameras and let's start the building. All right. How's everyone's day going, by the way? My day's been pretty good. I got a lot done today. So I went did a stream earlier, and then I went down and did grocery shopping and stopped by my brother-in-law's place. The same brother-in-law who just had hip surgery, the same brother-in-law who had a terrible car accident 10 years ago and hasn't had the use of one of his arms. I've talked about him several times. And here's our first figure. I believe this is Charlie. And he's got a golden ticket in his hand. And so anyway, I went down to see him, and the same one that lost his dog yesterday, which I will talk more about that later. I did talk about that earlier in my stream today, but I do realize that not everyone watches every single stream. So I apologize if you did watch my stream earlier. You are going to hear a little bit of the same. Hello, Mrs. Chip, and hello, John. How are you guys today? So, basically, my brother-in-law had a dog. He's had her for 11 and a half years, and she developed cancer. And by the time they caught it, it was really, they couldn't do much for her. And, they tried to keep her around for as long as they could. And she was put down yesterday, and I brought her home and I buried her in the backyard. So anyway, we need an Oompa Loompa. Yes, we do. I remember that song too. Oompa Loompa. Yeah. I think this idea was really good of Lego. This is a Lego idea set, which means a fan put it together and Lego just kind of borrowed it, absconded with it, however you want to put it. So, but yeah, I went down to Walmart, which is about 40 minutes away, did my grocery shopping and came back, and that was in between streams. And now I'm here doing another stream. And tomorrow morning we have yet another stream, Mornings with Chip. We're going to do the 2 windmill villages because in a very, very not so distant in the future city update, I'm going to place 2 more of those huts on the beach. And so, or right off the water of the beach, I should say. So got lots going on, that's for sure. So John, what have you done today? Mrs. Chip, what have you done today? What's new with y'all? Hey, Greg, how's it going? Or is it Dylan? I'm always confused. How did work go for you today? And don't forget, I am releasing a city update video as of midnight tonight. It's already been posted. It's ready to go. Just waiting for the countdown to finish her off. All right, so you can see that we're building kind of a, I guess that'd be a V a little bit. Cajun Yeti, how are you doing, my friend? How is your morning, or I guess it should say evening? Aggravated because we can't find the replacement wheels for my chair. Well, that doesn't sound too good. I wished I could help you with that. Dang, I just threw away a chair today. Yeah, I told that story earlier, but yeah, I went to the landfill today, and because the guy liked my 3D printer that I was throwing away, both of them, he let me throw away all my stuff for free. So I was happy about that. It's always a good deal when you have to pay for stuff. So what you working on today, Yeti? Besides the chair. I mean, you do any Legos today? I'm always aggravated. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. Okay, you only do Lego on Monday? All right. Well, this joke is for Mrs. Chip. And this joke is, my girlfriend keeps accusing me of cheating. She's starting to sound a lot like my wife. Well, I thought it was a pretty good joke. I mean, you know, I got more, but I also have news of the weird because I was gone for almost 2 weeks. So we definitely got some of those we could catch up on. Did a couple of them this morning in my stream, but I still got more new ones that I haven't mentioned before. In fact, let's go ahead and let's do a news of the weird because I love those. All right. Okay, this one they labeled fun suckers, and I'm going to have to agree, even though I haven't read the whole thing. I caught a glimpse of it here, and it says, if you're planning to do a little cruising this homecoming season in Jessup, Iowa, think again. The Jessup Police Department has issued a warning that TPing a house is banned, and anyone doing it will face legal charges. KCRG-TV reported on September 17th that police have labeled the prank harassment and have identified multiple people whom they are investigating for trespassing criminal mischief, illegal dumping, and disorderly conduct. Boy, am I glad they weren't that hard about that when I was younger, because you probably won't believe it, but Mr. Chip's done his fair share of TPing a friend's house. In fact, the worst thing I ever did to TP a house was, I wish my friend Brian was here. My friend Brian, and I've known him since we were toddlers. Scott, Jason, Brian, and myself, we all went out for the night, and we went and bought toilet paper, and we were going to TP somebody's house, but our friend Brian chickened out. And he said he just wanted to go home and didn't want to be a part of it. So, I'm not going to try to force someone to do something they don't want to do. So I was the driver. I drove him home, and he got out of the car, and we waited about 30 minutes. And the three of us, Jason, Scott, and myself, we used all that toilet paper we bought, and we TP'd Brian's house. So, hey, Ken, how's it going? I'm sitting here watching my favorite YouTube person while on my 30-minute lunch break at work and working until 12:30 a.m. Well, awesome, Ken. How have you been? It's been a minute because I've been gone. How's work been treating you? And are you still working on your car? And when everybody asks me how I'm doing, I tell them I'm great, I'm wonderful, and that everyone likes me. That's just my little saying that I've had for a long time. Okay, so now it looks like we're getting to a little bit of the substance of the set, because I see some transparent bricks behind a wall. I'm going to guess that's going to be part of the factory. And I got another News of the Weird for you. It's called It's Good to Have a Hobby. And it says, in Conway, South Carolina, TikTok users and others are following the escapades of the CCU pisser, a person who relieves himself at different points around the coastal Carolina University campus. Okay, that is pretty weird. The Sun reported that the video started appearing on September the 1st, and each one features a different iconic target, a CCU logo embedded in a sidewalk, for example, and the school's football field. CCU wouldn't comment on the shenanigans, but a detective apparently unaffiliated with school is also a hit on TikTok. Warning the pisser, I know your name. I know where you'll be next. We'd love to hear both posters' GPAs. Okay. That is a little weird. So I guess somebody's revenge pissing. Yeah, I know. What the hell is right? Or WTF. I don't know what that stands for, by the way. So I had an interesting little thing happen to me today when I was at Walmart. I found true love. I'm just kidding. No, I did not. I wouldn't want to find true love at a Walmart. What happened was, where's the food? Well, yes. Kind of like FTW is not F the world. It's for the win. But yes, when I was at Walmart, I got an email on my phone, and it was from a customer. And this customer is demanding a refund because some of the pieces he got were scuffed. Now, I don't know about you guys, but pieces in general, especially tiles and larger plates, will come scuffed directly from the factory. And that's because you got to think about it. You know, if the pieces are, even if they're made in the closest factory in the U.S., which is Mexico, that's still a long truck drive. And they're in bags with other pieces. And they're going to rub against each other from all the bumps on the highway. And then, you know, it gets to the warehouse, the Lego warehouse, because it goes from Mexico to Virginia, the warehouse, or there's also one in the Vegas area. And then it goes to the stores, another truck ride. And then it goes in my truck to my house. And then I sort them and then put them away. And then after that, I also have to put them in the mail, which goes on another truck. So those Legos have a very long journey. And what's up, Will? How's it going? And so this guy is saying that because the Legos aren't in pristine condition, that he wants a refund. I mean, I know that I have a store, and I really shouldn't say this, but I feel like telling them to do what somebody else told this other guy at CCU to do, and that is to piss off. And no, I didn't come up with that story just to say that. That's really what happened. The guy really did contact me demanding a refund. And if I could find a way to show it on screen without showing his name, I would. But I'm not trying to show his name, so I won't. You get some weird requests and some weird things every now and again on Bricklink. Hoarder, how have you been? It's been a minute, but that's because I've been gone, not because you've been gone. Are you feeling rested up? I know the last time I talked to you, you were still feeling a little under the weather. Well, if they didn't fix this dye problem with the reddish brown, I could see this set being about worthless in about 2 years. And I know Lego said they fixed the reddish brown problem. And I don't think they did a really good job of fixing it because I still have brittle brown even to this day. Literally, just let the set sit for a while. It doesn't have to sit in the sun. Doesn't just let it sit in the house and go to rebuild it. And I guarantee a few pieces are going to go willy-nilly break on you. And he says, I felt like crap, got better, and then got slammed again. Feel fine today, though. All right. Well, I am sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you could kick it for good here soon. And I apologize. All that driving I did today, I drove about 150 miles today. And I know that's not a lot, but considering I've already done a stream this morning, and then I did another one now, and then in between I drove 150 miles. It's kind of a lot. You know, I was talking to my friend Tim, speaking of Walmart. I was speaking to my friend Tim, and I told him that I was glad I was married because I told him at my age, and, you know, I wouldn't want to be looking for somebody else. And Tim told me, he says, dude, you got nothing to worry about. And I says, what are you talking about? And Tim says, you ever been to Walmart lately? And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, every single one of those people found someone to love. He says, now, if you ever find yourself in that position, I don't think you got anything to worry about. And then I got to admit, that was a boost to my self-confidence. Yeah, I have brown parts and old but never used brown, and I'm waiting to see how they are in a year or two. Yeah, let me know, too. My experience is Not all of them, but every now and again, like especially if it's one of these longer plates, like a 1x12 or even a 1x10, when you try doing it, they just break off. The brown, that is. No other color does that. Just thinking about this this set's giving me diabetes. I do have another News of the Weird for you. Animal Antics, it's called. Joan Heblick. I don't know. I'm probably saying that wrong. Of San Rafael, California, was enjoying her walk in the neighborhood when a squirrel came out of nowhere to claw and bite her. Ooh. Her injury sent her to the emergency room. Heblick is not the only victim of an attacked squirrel in the area. About 5 people have been attacked, and flyers have been posted on utility poles warning residents of the very mean squirrel. Lisa Bloch of Marin Humane Society said such attacks are likely the result of someone feeding the squirrel. When wildlife is fed by humans, they lose their natural fear and act more emboldened. The LA County Department of Public Health assures locals that squirrels do not spread rabies. I don't care whether they spread rabies or not. Bites got to be painful. Hoarder, I like your thinking. The problem with that theory is that you have to lower your standards. Anyone can get a partner if they drop their standards enough. Well, that's true. I've seen some things out there that, whew, I'm not trying to judge, but I think I'd stay away from that under any circumstances. But don't you hate it when a good-looking girl is out there and then you read her dating profile and you find out she's a criminal or an ex-con for something crazy, and you're like, oh, man. Of course, I guess some guys are into that. I wouldn't be. I got enough crazy in my life. I don't need to invite more crazy. All right. Well, like I said, we haven't done News of the Weird because I've been gone. So I'd like to do a couple more on this. And we've got two of them called "But Why." So let me let's see what that one says. Teaching assistant Alexander Lewis, 32, was charged with interfering with schools and malicious injury to property in Florence, South Carolina. WKRC TV reported on September the 23rd. All right, well, let's find out what he did that qualifies as interfering with schools and malicious injury to property. Between August 25th and September 19th, Lewis allegedly used a spray that mimics the smell of poop inside the school. Oh my gosh. This guy's a teaching assistant. I would expect that from one of the students, but really? Okay. The spray caused students and staff health issues, nausea and dizziness, and the district plans to spend almost $55,000 to try to resolve the issue of the smell being spread to the air conditioning. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay. Lewis's bond was set at $9,000. I'm sorry. I can't even finish that one. Oh my gosh. Don't like the spicy. No, I don't. And I've seen some hot girls with some ugly dudes. Just wonder what happens. Well, see, in my case, I'm with Mrs. Chip because she's hot and I'm not. And the reason for that is because I'm one of the few people that can put up with her shit. So that's the explanation I'm going to go with. That is true, she says. Wow. I was only joking, but wow. Just like she does for me. Well, I don't know about that. You know. All right. All right. We got one out of Japan. And this is called But Why? And a 57-year-old man in this, oh man, I'm not even going to try that. In Japan, we'll just say that, was rearrested on September 18th after investigators discovered that he had allegedly stolen 50 fire hose nozzles. It wasn't clear why he was stealing them, as he kept them in his possession rather than selling them. Officials say the nozzles aren't worth much as scrap metal, but the absence of them presents a serious health risk to the public. Well, yeah, dying by fire is that's pretty unhealthy. This is Chip's Great She Wins. Yeah. I'm telling you, boys, she may try to act innocent, but that woman's got a mouth on her. Anyway. I'm laughing so hard I can't even hold on to Legos. I'm dropping them. Oh, boy. What's this world coming to? That's what I thought when I heard about 50 million copies of Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Grey being sold. I thought, what's the world coming to? But then I figured it out. Okay. This one's called New World Order. And yes, I need to read it. 3 members of the Kingdom of Kabbalah is an African tribe. They were ordered to vacate private land in Scotland on September 22nd, Sky News reported. But instead, they just relocated on the other side of the fence on council-owned land. All right. I don't think they're quite getting the hints. The members said they're reclaiming land that was stolen from their ancestors over 400 years ago. But the Scottish Borders Council has made efforts to remove them, as they should. I cannot pronounce that. The king indicated that he would not speak to media outlets unless they brought him gifts. The group posted on Facebook, the kingdom of Kabbalah can never be destroyed. A spokesperson for the Borders Council said legal processes are continuing and officers will proceed through the next step as quickly as possible. Okay, that is definitely a story for the loony bin. The hell. 50 Shades of Grey is where Lego is headed. We only have four shades so far. I would be okay with 50 Shades of Lego Grey. In fact, if I wouldn't get in trouble from Lego, I might just make a 50 Shades of Grey in Lego format. But I don't think that'd be appreciated by most. Hey, I'm already going to have a strip club in my city, so what do I care? All right. And I know some of you want to throw some shade at Leonardo DiCaprio because he, what is it? The girl has to be only 24 years old, and once she hits 25, he's broken up with her, and he's done it over and over. I actually think it's brilliant, man. Why not? If you can get away with it, just do it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I missed that part. Okay, we are on bag number 4, guys and gals. I think this one's going to take us probably, I'm hoping it takes only 2 streams, but I don't know. It might take a third. And like I said, I dedicated this one to Mrs. Chip because she loves the story. Of course, she just thinks Johnny Depp is hot, so the Johnny Depp version she's seen many times. And certain parts she's rewound several times and rewatched it. But I did this for her because she likes this set. And she likes Harry Potter. So I have the Harry Potter bookends set. And we're going to build that one in a couple live streams after that. I saw a version of the Titanic door scene where Jack survives and marries her, but divorces her at 26. That sounds like a classic. I would love to watch that. Oh my gosh. That's good. What was that movie, the Django, but the D silent, so it's Django or whatever it's called, where Leonardo DiCaprio was a slave owner and they try to rescue that guy's wife by buying her or whatever. That was a good story, by the way. And to be honest, no shade being thrown at him. He's a good actor. Yes, I do, Mr. Chip. You are my man. You have ownership papers for me? Django Unchained. Yeah, that's what it was. That was a good one. I loved Samuel L. Jackson's. I can't say what he was because I get banned on YouTube, but he was the House something. And I loved him in that role too. I don't know. He's a really good actor as well. It's hilarious. If I run across, I'd love to see that. I shared your channel out to my pop culture friends. Hopefully they'll subscribe. You're almost at 2K. Yes, I do. It's called a marriage license. Well, you know, I asked your dad for your hand in marriage, so I guess that makes you mine. Because he agreed. I think he said, oh man, you could have that. I better stop. I'm going to get killed here. They killed all those roles. Yes, they did. And it's sad because, anyway, whatever helps you sleep at night. Well, what helps me sleep at night is a fifth of whiskey. No, just kidding. No, I don't drink, guys. I really don't. And it's not a religious thing. I don't know. I don't enjoy it. Well, there's a little more to it than that, but I'm not going to go into it here. Don't kill my man, Jeff. Yes, I need to survive. Well, look at that. We got 4 bags done. We're not stopping just yet. do have another character. I don't know who it is, but there we go. Okay, so maybe I should just tell the story. The reason I don't drink is basically because my grandmother. My grandmother was an alcoholic. My grandpa was an alcoholic. And I've heard there is a gene that can pass along alcoholism. And my grandmother was such a raging alcoholic at one point. She almost lost her job. Her job, I'm not going to say what company she worked for, but she worked for a very large company that all of you guys know. And they gave her the choice, rehab or get fired. And my grandmother went to rehab. And when she went to rehab, she decided to change her ways. Very hard for her. And my grandmother ended up becoming a chapter leader of AA in Pocatello, which is just about an hour from me. And I don't know, just something about her struggle and knowing about it and all that. I don't know. I guess I just I guess I decided to learn from her what not to do. Because Eleanor Roosevelt has a very famous quote that says, "Learn from the mistakes of others because you don't have time to make them all yourself." So, Isaiah Allen, that must be Italian Gaming. How are you doing, man? It's been a long time. Let's see. Oh, I missed. That's the grandfather. Italian Gaming, how have you been? How's married life treating you? Married life is treating me just fine. I don't have any additional bruises or broken bones yet. But I think Mrs. Chip's got a few ideas. You've been good, awesome. It's good to see you, man, because it's been a while. So you still working? And the last I heard from you, you said you wanted to join the Royal Mounted Police. And is that still a goal you're going for? How's that going? My dog's kicking my ass. He is chomping on his chew toy. All right. And Will says, remember when I said Lego should use Harry Potter's balloon Aunt Fig as the blown up blueberry girls for the set? Well, Lego apparently knows, and they may take that scene as well as this one as well. That'd be funny, man. And anti-derivative Jill. Did I say that right? How you doing? Well, I've got another News of the Weird for you guys. And this one comes out of San Mateo, California, which San Mateo, California is pretty close to Sunnyvale, California, and that's where I grew up. Lisa Catalano, 41, of San Mateo, California, is ready to settle down. KRON TV reported. So she set her sights high. Okay. Catalano, yes, I guess that's how you say Catalano, is using digital billboards along Highway 101 to seek out potential mates, directing suitors to her website to get more information and to apply. Okay, that's got more red flags than, okay, all right. I wonder how the Goonies will turn out. I'd buy it. Okay, there's more to the story, though. She says, quote, "I just want to meet somebody, and I was just not having any luck any other way." Close quote. Catalano was previously engaged, but her fiance passed away in 2023 from illness. As she looks for the ideal applicant, she says, "I hope that this is a great story that we can tell our future children." What, like How I Met Your Mother? I mean, is that what it's going to be? How I Met Your Mother. Oh my gosh. Well, kids, how did I meet your mother? Well, never mind. I'm just kidding. I won't say anything. I met Mrs. Chip through church. That's how I met her. That's an interesting technique there to reverse it around. I don't know, Greg. I'm looking forward to the Goonie set, and I'm hoping that I will have the money to buy it. Of course, this government shutdown is kind of a pain in the rump because Mrs. Chip is not getting paid, and my job with the IRS ran out, but they still owe me my vacation payout, which I have a bit of vacation, a few weeks. And well, if this government shutdown doesn't stop, I won't. Well, basically, I won't get paid that vacation time out until the government shutdown's over. And I'm not trying to be political. I'm not mentioning. Keep in mind, I try to keep politics out of it, but just that's how it's affecting me personally. Is Mrs. Chip's not getting paid, and I am not getting my vacation payout until things get better. And then I talked to my friend. She's a manager at the IRS, and I knew her before I worked at the IRS, but she's kind of going through the same thing, not getting paid, and yeah, it's kind of frustrating. So anyway, I'll leave it on that note. Will says, me too, about the Goonies turning out. And oh, well, thank you, Anti-Derivative Jill. Your link brought me here. I appreciate that. Yeah, if you would, please hit the like button. I always appreciate that. But only hit it if you actually genuinely like it, because I don't believe in fake statistics. And if you have time, Jill, I am building a very large Lego city, and I do weekly updates on it. I do have a playlist on it. If you ever have a few minutes and you want to watch something, I'd recommend that. If there's any sort of theme like Disney or castles or whatever, Harry Potter, I've got playlists for all those videos that I've done for those themes. So appreciate that. On the Enterprise, yeah, that's going to be a good one too. Kind of a little bit pricey, but that's kind of what happens with these licensed sets. We kind of pay a little bit more for them, and that's just the way it is. And I must have messed up because I don't see. I have a 1x6 brick, which is not usually a piece that's left over. And in fact, I could tell you exactly where I missed it. Yep, right there. Okay, well, I'm going to fix it real quick. Ouch, that kind of hurts. There you go. Okay. We got another bag here. Jill has her channel too. Oh, yeah, John, drop a link. You're a moderator. Drop a link, because I'll go back and watch this and catch the link, and I'll subscribe. I'd love to subscribe. I want the Enterprise, can't afford the Enterprise. Yeah, isn't it supposed to be like almost 300 or something? It's supposed to be very pricey. I remember that. The figs alone will sell for more. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I see that all the time on eBay, where people they'll sell the figures. I don't know if they sell them on Bricklink, but on eBay they'll have a set, but without the minifigs. And I figure that's kind of maybe what they're doing. So And Jill, if you dare, I'm always willing to collaborate and do some streams together, that kind of thing, if you're interested. And if you're not, that's okay too. Okay, this one's called A Bright Idea. This is News of the Weird. And let's see, what does it say here? It says Craigsley Community Kindergarten and Preschool in Brisbane, Australia had to close recently after its funding was halted, the BBC reported. Following upheaval among the staff and volunteer committee, parents received an email on September 21st explaining that the school could not pay its debts. Hours later, a second email asked parents to pay $1,400 to receive a portfolio of their children's art. The administrators said that the money would go towards paying down unpaid bills, including teachers' salaries. Oof. Brooke, a parent of the Craigsley students, called the scheme absolutely ridiculous. She decided to collect the artwork without paying, which led to the center to report her to the police. The Crèche and Kindergarten Association and the Department of Education got involved, and now, quote, the important records are now available for families to collect, close quote. Parent David, I can't pronounce that last name, remarked, quote, let's give the kids finger paintings and let's get on with life, quote. That's kind of a weird story. Yeah, why would you do that? I appreciate that. And, I actually like other Lego channels quite a bit. I stream, I don't know if Cajun Yeti's still here, but he was here earlier, and I stream with him every Monday night, and he had something come up today, but he usually streams with me on Tuesday nights. And I've streamed with some other channels too. I mean, I'm all for it, man. I mean, this is just a great hobby, and whatever I can do to promote it and to help others, So. I don't know if I would have been so upset, though, about them holding my kids' finger paintings. I mean, rather than paying $1,400, just get some more paint and have your kids do some new ones. I mean, I wouldn't let them hold hostage over that. Maybe that's my problem. I'm a little too practical. And speaking of kids, Mrs. Chip had a great time this last week. Mrs. Chip was able to visit my daughter, Natalie. She had a graduation. She's in the Marines. And I don't remember what graduation this one was. I went to her basic training graduation back in March. And anyway, Mrs. Chip, in order to get the grandkids to be able to go, Mrs. Chip volunteered, which she's a brave soul for doing that. There's 2 granddaughters, and she was with them in Virginia, where the graduation was. So, yeah, she had a great time. Yes, I have seen High Anxiety. That's an old movie, Greg, but yes, I have. These grapes taste like Fresno. Yes, I do. I do remember that movie. Did you just see that recently, Greg? My dad and I watched that together for the first time. First time I saw it was with him, and oh my gosh. No, you just seen clips. Okay. All right. Well, it's a good movie. I mean, it has its own little blend of comedy. And I mean, I understand that some people won't like it, but I mean, I thought it was good. Man, it's been a long time since I've seen it, though. I have to write to Paramount to see if I can get Star Trek discs replaced. The special edition, the motion picture, every disc. Oh, yeah, John, that would bite. Jill says, I like collabs. I haven't done any Lego yet, but I have some sets I should build during a stream. Okay. Well, my email is in the About section, or it is a chip off the old block toys, no spaces, at gmail.com. So if you're interested, please do reach out to me there. And I also can be reached on Facebook because I have a page called A Chip Off the Old Block Toys. And there is a kind of like a, if you're not familiar with it, it's kind of like a Facebook Messenger little spot where you can message a business. So anyway, if you're interested, please reach out to me. I was going to make a joke, but Yeti's not here. I don't think so. I don't think that. I don't think anybody else would understand the joke except for Yeti. So I'll wait and see if he's here. If he's here, I'll tell my joke. But anyway, I spent $70 on that set. Okay, yes, this is why I'm asking about your player. It was TBS. Now officially a second lieutenant in the Marines. I had lots of fun, and grandkids are the best. Oh, wow. John says the same thing happened to the F1 movie disc. It's unwatchable, so I wrote Warner Brothers. It's a UB820, John, Panasonic. Okay. Oh, this thing does not want to stay together. Oh, man. I don't think it really matters, but I reversed the colors here. Okay. I messed this up, so let me fix that real quick. There we go. It's fixed. Some of those Panasonics can be over $1,000. Holy moly. That's a lot of money. Well, you know what, though? $1,000 spent on that is still better than $1,000 on a Death Star. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. I'm still absolutely refusing to even consider buying that set. John says he's still considering having replaced the disc first. Mine's about $550. You'll need a lot of room for that set. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't I just don't want that set. And don't get me wrong, I bought the playable Death Star one because I thought that was really neat. That one came out. I don't know. When did it come out? Because it's been a while. But yeah, I don't like the new Death Star. But don't forget, build a Death Star, then put a cherry bomb in it and explode it. Whew, John, that's expensive. I mean, I like the idea, cherry bomb, but yeah, it's kind of expensive. What is it that my mom used to say? You have champagne taste on a beer budget. Is that what it is? Oh, I can't find a piece. Lego. Uh-oh. And it's really not on the table. Did I mess up and put it the wrong color somewhere? Yes, I did. Shoot. Okay. Well, let's take care of that. Okay, now that I got that figured out. Oh, what the heck happened here? What did I do? Okay, I just did way more than I really wanted to. I got to backtrack a little bit. Do a mock of it exploding. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that could do it. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, now I think I'm back on schedule here. Can I say it in Spanish? They funded the trip. Sure. Mock satellite delivery confirmed. Well, I just really hope that Lego does not get the idea that $1,000 crappy set's okay, because I'll be honest, if they start getting that expensive, I can't afford it. And I'll be priced out of a hobby that I've enjoyed for over 45 years. Yes, I'm that old. Make a full moon wink wink. Yes. I got you, Greg. And yeah, that would be nice. I did see I think it was Beyond the Brick did an interview with a guy. He was a service member that did a huge Death Star. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. Take care. Oh, Hoarder says got to go. Okay, well, thank you, man. I appreciate that, and thanks for being here. It's good to see you. especially after I took a hiatus for 2 weeks when I was visiting Texas and then taking care of my brother-in-law. He had surgery on his hip and he's not able to take care of, well, he can now, but he wasn't able to. So I was helping him out. Well, we are almost at the end of bag number 6. Well, you keep building until 99, then you're at a less right because it says 100 is the age. Oh, I turned 50 this year. I don't care. I'll tell you guys. Most of you guys already know I turned 50 this year. I don't think it's going to be a regular thing, just some special sets. And I really hope that's the case. Okay, that's done. Okay. I don't know what we're building there. Some sort of chocolate spire. "50 First Dates." That's a good movie. Yeah, that's one with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. All right. I don't know what we're building. Some sort of Technic thing next here. Let's get it put together. Wasn't her name Lucy in there? Excuse me. Well, don't forget, tonight I'm releasing a city video at midnight, city update video. And tomorrow morning, we are going to build 2 of the one-piece windmill village things so I could put it on the ocean beach area like I've already done with 2 of them. But we're going to build those on live stream tomorrow morning. No live stream tomorrow night. And then we will do a live stream Thursday, part 2 of this. And that's about all I can tell you for right now. I'm still trying to figure it all out. How many pieces? A little over 2025. I'm not really sure what this, I think this might be the chocolate waterfall, which I think that's part of this. Yeah. Okay, so let's turn this around so we're going the same way as this. All right. All right, guys, this is where I am going to stop for the night at 1 hour and 5 minutes. And bag number 1 through 6 right here, right in front of us. So I do appreciate everyone being here. Thank you for being here. Thanks for tolerating my jokes. And you guys be good to each other. Stay safe out there. And I'll catch you on the next one.